A trip to Paris. Sophia always dreamed of visiting Paris. She heard so much about the beautiful buildings, streets, and tasty food. After saving money for a long time, she finally booked her trip. On a cool morning, Sophia arrived in Paris. She was excited but also a little nervous. She took a taxi to her small hotel in Montmartre, a lovely part of the city. The hotel had flowers on the windows and looked very pretty. The first thing Sophia wanted to see was the Eiffel Tower. When she got there, she was amazed at how big and tall it was. She took the elevator to the top and looked at the whole city. It was beautiful. She could see the river, the parks, and many buildings. Sophia took lots of pictures and felt very happy. The next day, she went to the Louvre Museum. It was a huge museum with many famous paintings. She was excited to see the Mona Lisa. It was smaller than she thought, but the smile on the painting made her curious. Sophia spent hours walking around the museum, looking at all the art. Later, Sophia walked through the streets of Le Marais, a part of Paris with many small shops and cafes. She stopped at a bakery and bought a croissant and coffee. The croissant was warm and tasted amazing. Sitting by the window, she watched the people outside, enjoying the view of the busy street. In the evening, she explored the Latin Quarter. There were musicians playing on the street, and the lights were bright and colorful. Sophia found a little restaurant and tried French onion soup and quiche. The food was delicious, and the restaurant was very cozy. One of the best moments of her trip was a boat ride on the Seine River. As the boat moved through the water, Sophia saw the beautiful city lights, the Eiffel Tower shining, and the Notre Dame Cathedral. Everything looked magical with the lights reflecting on the water. On her third day, she visited the Notre Dame Cathedral. The big towers and colorful windows were amazing. Inside the cathedral, she lit a candle and thought about how lucky she was to visit Paris. Before leaving Paris, Sophia went back to Montmartre. She saw many artists painting pictures of Paris. She bought a small painting as a souvenir to remember her trip. Walking through the streets, she felt like she was in a storybook. As the trip came to an end, Sophia felt sad to leave but also very happy. She made many good memories and knew she would never forget her time in Paris. At the airport, waiting for her flight, Sophia smiled as she thought about her adventure. She hoped to come back to Paris one day. With her heart full of joy and her bag full of souvenirs, she boarded the plane, ready to share her amazing story with her family and friends.